Hey everyone, we're back at Worsley. Obviously this is not Frosty or Blackjack or Gordon, this is Charlie. He's now back in sort of full work, we're allowed to canter. He's obviously got the suspensory injury and he's been back to his private nurse, Sue Dyson, who has basically said that we can up the work, we can start sort of doing dressage tests, to take him back to have him re-scanned in the new year. His scan wasn't completely and utterly brilliant. It's basically every time we've gone back, it's healed a bit more, and we're allowed to up the work. But it's being a bit slow to heal, which is. We always think that him being a cob, he should heal quickly. But you know, he's a lovely horse. I'm going to work on the flat for you so you can see. Basically, what I'm going to aim him for is doing some affiliated dressage with. In the back of my head, the Dressage Winter Championships, because he's so smart on the flat. So, you know, it gives him another job, and also it's really good for me. One, to improve my dressage, and two, to be seen to be doing pure dressage. You know, because it at least gives people the idea I'm trying, if nothing else. Okay, so hopefully you will have seen or are about to see my bog cob done good. He's got such a fantastic work ethic. You know, he's been basically off for 18 months. And he's just come back to it like a nice horse should, you know, he knows how to do it. He's a very funny horse, and when I got him, like I said, we were going to sell him and stuff, and we decided not to and do a few events, and it's such a shame he's had his injury. But I am quite hopeful that with time he'll come back to, you know, being a advanced level again. And if not, you know, he's as you can see, he's very smart on the flats. And he's actually unbeaten. He's done about 6 or 7 British dressage tests, and he's won them all. So yeah, so it's quite a nice record to have, isn't it? You know, he's so smart and so workmanlike. And with a horse like him, it's funny because 99% of judges absolutely love him, because he trots round and they probably think, oh okay, he's smart coloured, and then he goes in and they think, you know, they're really warm to him because he makes you smile. You can't help but smile at him, really. We've had 2 judges that didn't like him at all, but we just call them racist. Like he can't help it, he's mixed race. And it's great for you guys to finally be able to see him doing stuff, because it was very hard on the little video we had, which is just of him standing looking very fat. Didn't really do him justice. So yeah, like I said, he's an absolutely lovely horse. So I actually again have a very big soft spot for Charlie, because he's just performed far more than what he's made to do. You know, he actually probably should be pulling a cart somewhere, but he's an absolute showman, and he thinks that everybody comes to these events to watch him. So yeah, keep fingers crossed that, like I said, a few British Winter Dressage Championships for Charlie this season, and hopefully middle of next season it'd be nice to have him back out eventing again. But the absolute main priority is that he stays sound and his well-being. You know, if we were to take him back and have him scanned in January, and Sue said, okay, you can start show jumping, that would be fantastic. And after we showed him for a bit, if the leg wasn't standing up or it wasn't right, it makes no difference. Now we can go off and do dressage and have fun with him. It's far more important that he stays sound, because he's only 10 now. So, you know, if he was to have spent another 2 years doing dressage and show jumping to give the leg loads of time, he could come back as a 12-year-old, you know, he's advanced and... Yes, but anyway, I'll stop talking because I'm gabbling on. But yeah, this is Charlie, like I said, in all his sublime glory now, all washed and plucked and pruned. So I hope you love him as much as I do.